I felt confined to my apartment. You know, it was to a point I was embarrassed to even have friends over the people that I worked with because it was a lot of times me and my boys had to get on my bedroom floor because somebody was shooting outside.
Environment does matter. And if you don't change the environment, you can't even begin to talk about changing the human being if it's that wrought with negative things.
People were, rather than being helped and empowered, they were trapped in this horrible system, which was a perfect setting for predators. And the people that suffered the most were the children.
But hearing gunshots, they're crying on the floor, it's nothing I can do. You know, praying that a bullet doesn't come through the wall and hit one of us.
But just to throw our hands up and say, oh, that's their problem, I think has created a problem in our society, that it's us and then it's them. And if we continue to think that way, we're going to still have the same problems. We're going to have to do things differently.
I just knew we had to get out of there. So once we found out that they were actually, the housing authority was planning this, I was excited about it.
If you have natural beauty and you have people navigating the world and going to work and, caring for one another, and there's peace and beauty, of course, the children are going to be sitting there dreaming about beauty and success. So that's what we've got to do.
Many people thought, well, everything's going to be the same. We're just going to make a different landscape. It's going to be a new apartment, but with the same people. But when you really saw the differences, and you had the townhomes, and you had the socioeconomic diversity, you were able to see how we can learn and work differently and together.
This wasn't done for me. Atlanta Housing Authority just didn't do this for me. They did it for my children because I was all right. They were okay. Because I was moving up, they noticed the change, and guess what? They wanted to change too.
Allowing people the freedom to have a greater degree of self-determination in their lives is what I think we saw occurring as a result of the changes that happened with the Housing Authority under Renee Glover's leadership over the years.
So as a larger society, what we have to be certain about is that we are doing what is needed so that human being can reach down inside of themselves using their own gifts so that they can let their light shine and maximize the potential.
I'm a living example. I went from a server to a graduating nursing student after this process, so I think she genuinely just wants to see people do better.
Although I was going through those hard times, when I became a part of Atlanta Housing Authority, I didn't think poverty. I thought rich. I thought richness. I thought goals. I thought determination. I thought option, possibilities, change.
It's really hard to tackle difficult problems. So I would just say my hat's off to her for being willing to stay the course and staying committed to something so difficult. And thank you.
She's a phenomenal woman, and I think that it's because of her and her sense of commitment to children that has made a difference, and we're seeing that difference now.
What gives me hope is that I can walk into a classroom every day and let my kids know that I love them, and that I can make them smile. What gives me hope is people like Atlanta Housing Authority that had faith in me before I had faith in my own self.
As thought leaders, as concerned citizens, there are answers, and we know what the answers are. The question is, are we prepared to do what is necessary to make this a reality for our children?